Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at NVDA, AMD, Tesla, and MU. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, they're free, or click down here in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Traders, looking for a new broker? Check out venomtrading.com/promo/StockBookie. Give them a call, tell them StockBookie sent you, and take it from there. All right, guys, NVIDIA daily chart. What was it? 10 million on the day, $6.07 up, or 2.61% green on the day. Earnings, I believe, possibly next week or the following week. So they're ramping this one up because, you know, every time after earnings, guys, this one goes higher. So we had nice consolidation. I mean, it's choppy action, guys, in a channel, but slightly bullish, being over all the MAs, the 50, the 20, and the 200s, the bullish stance. We got back right to this trend line area, right to this high pivot here. So this is some big resistance here, guys. If it can push through, we'll most likely push through to the 254 area and these possible trend lines up here. So I'm going to pull this one out a little bit further. There's going to be another area there, and then this one here as well. So you got to watch for those. And then, of course, double top. And this is going to be the big area, too, when it broke down right here in this big red bar and a little bit of follow through. So you got to watch the 250 area. So right now we're at 239. So it's about 13, 14, or no, about 11 bucks away. So maybe it pops up in earnings, and that's the area we got to watch for. Maybe a Pierce. But it is NVIDIA, guys. Stock of the year last year. So, you know, doing okay. Volume was all right today. I'd like to see more volume on a big green day like this today, but it's always no volume, push up. Heavy volume, selling. That's pretty much the verdict all the time. Weekly chart, same thing. Pretty good inside bar bearish pattern. I mean, down sideways. We recaptured the 20 MA. Nice push up this week, above the 50, above the 200. Bullish stance. Not too far from the 20 here. When it was up here, it came back. Still holding. From this pivot to that pivot high, you're into the 5-0 retrace with the 618 down here. It held it today, got back above the 750 retrace, and tried to recapture this high pivot on this candle. It did not, so let's keep an eye on this. I do like this pattern here going sideways for 5 weeks. Let's see what happens again in earnings, guys. On 50-50 shot that it flies higher, 50-50 shot that this thing bombs and goes lower. So, or the pop with the fade. That's pretty much been the textbook play on these high flyers here, guys. And then, of course, the monthly chart. You have a high flyer. 163 would be your first target. Then I still think we could get down in here, guys, if the markets are selling. So this has been extended for a long time. It needs to come in and take a breather and then possibly move up in its merry way. So keep an eye on NVIDIA. And we're into the new month, so we'll see what happens. Volume has been okay on the monthly, though, in the last couple months. A little bit weak here as it's been going up, but let's take a look at that and see what we get come next week on this one. AMD. So AMD, guys, 35 cents up. This thing's clawing its way up to the $15, $16 area. Again, nice pop, consolidation, bullish consolidation, trying to make a move. Needs to get above this pivot high here and recapture the 618 Fibonacci level from this low point to this high point. So that's pretty much going to be good resistance, as well as the 750 and the 200 MA. The big area for me will be the $12 area. If it could pop through that, then most likely we're going to $12.91, so or 13 bucks, or maybe even this gap fill here at 13.26. So there's a lot going on up in this area. Let's see, you know, one day at a time, guys. Still in this range, still chopping around. Still nice bullish pattern coming off this low, but still slightly bearish, kind of, you know, jumping around up and down off this low of $9.04 or so. 20 MA could curl in the price, send this thing higher. So let's see what it gives us next week. If the markets keep, you know, going up, this will most likely keep going up. If the markets take a turn, the SPY, the IWM start going down, this will most likely start to head down. So you got to watch for the overall picture. And just follow what the SPY and everything else is doing, guys. It will be a market trade. Coming from this high pivot to that, or low pivot to this high pivot, you're back into the 20 MA as well on the weekly chart. So you got good resistance here too. Let's see what next week's brings us. So we had a nice little up move from the $9 area. I mean, that's a 20-something% move, guys. So will short-term traders start to take profits, or are they going to wait for the $12 area, another 75 cents or so in the 50 MA. Good resistance up in here, guys, around the $12 area. Then, of course, 13.50 up in there. So watch for the AMD. Right now, really nothing to do. Nice bounce off the lows and a little bit of follow through. Earnings helping it too. So how high will it go? Don't know. If you're in this thing long, just trail the stops and protect it. You don't want to wake up one day and next thing you know, this thing's flying down to the $6 area. Because we're still not out of the woods. Still comes in, retraces. Comes in, retraces. This is your big line. If it gets above that, then we'll most likely break out to 13 or 13.50. If it can't handle this one, it's going to turn around and come right back down. So right now, nothing for me to do here. And I wish, you know, a little bit lower on this one, we would have caught it, but what are you going to do, guys? It's always easy after the fact to see the move. So, Tesla, same thing, chopping around, up $10, really doing nothing. Weekly chart goes up, chopping. Nice bullish pattern here, though, guys. Let me tell you, slightly bearish, but you know, up sideways is bullish, guys. But it's still Tesla, bleeding a lot of cash. Earnings just couldn't save it. You know, until we get back above this neckline around the 30, 35 area, I don't see this one really going anywhere, guys. It's going to be chopping around in a range still, holding the lower range down in here. But at this point, nothing for me to do with Tesla. You know, I do like that even on the daily, guys. It's got to get above this 306 area. That's the big one. So we had a nice push up today. Let's see if we do. I mean, look at that gap down. Then we get 2 days pushing up. You know, buy the dip mentality. They can't help themselves. Let's see. I mean, we closed back above the 20. So next one would be the 50, then the 200, and then the big trend line right here, right around the 335, 340 area. Even this blue line around 336.76. So pretty much in the middle of the range here. Not doing much. Just let it play out, guys. You know, I mean, you could probably get a quick trade here and there, but not worth it. If we start heading up, then we'll do something with shorting. If we go down, we'll be looking for more bounce areas like we did here. Then we shorted calls here, and now we're just kind of seeing what this thing will do. So Tesla, still okay. I mean, it's still up in the $300 area. And just need a little more news, guys. That's all we need, just like with Apple. You know, volume was okay today. What was it, up 3.39%? So it was a pretty good day. But overall, monthly chart, 20 MA, that's what it's hitting. It hit the 50 MA. So if it filled the high flyer, I mean, the next move would be the 180. You know, if this thing stays inside this bar and chops around for the next couple of months, next earnings, it's setting up the fall. So with news, Elon tweeting, this thing could possibly go up. But right now, for me at least, there's nothing to do on this. It was a nice move up, though. But if I'm going to short calls, I think I'm going to wait for it to go up a little bit more. We had some puts on this thing. We just got out of them, and that was it. What do we do the puts on? So we had Tesla puts. We got them at 5. We sold them at 9. Oh, that's right, on earnings. We did an earnings play, small position. Dropped, we made almost 100%, got out. It was a 50-50 shot like the casino guys, but it worked out. You know, we've been throwing trades like that just to say, hey, if you guys are willing to take a risk, let's put this trade on. Let's see if Tesla bombs or Amazon goes up or Apple goes up after earnings. Always a 50-50 shot. But if you don't want to lose any money, you don't take the trade, period. So that was a nice little trade for a put. Got out of it. Next thing you know, we're 2 days up, trying to retest these highs up here in the 300 area. So again, up sideways, okay, but still down sideways in a channel, kind of a bearish channel in a micro bullish, possibly moving up higher. In short term, maybe a little short term, and then the next move down. So big area will be this one here around the 340 to 347 or 350. Let's just say that. So interesting on Tesla. Volume is dribbling down, so we had the earnings and all that stuff. So see what happens going into Monday, Tuesday, see what the markets give us. Weekly chart, pretty much just a doji, nothing crazy. Inside this big green bar, but still inside this big red bar too. So nice reversal, but we're still, you know, still inside, down, sideways. So got to keep an eye on Tesla. Markets pull back, everything's pulling back. Markets go up. This could move higher. Just need a couple more tweets, guys. A couple more tweets. MU, 28 million on the day, little light volume. Nothing crazy, 96 cents up or 2.06% green. We are trying to hold this 20 MA on the weekly. I mean, it held it pretty good. We went all the way down to 45.64. They pushed it back up, saved it. We're back above the 20, the 50, and the 200. More in a bullish stance above the MAs, but still down sideways a bearish pattern at the high. So until we get above this area, 54 bucks, then we could see higher prices. If we don't get above the 54, 55 area and this thing stays in this lower range, coming from this high, then we'll most likely be retesting the 40. I still think we're getting to 36 or 37.60 or double bottom. Maybe a buyer there. I still like in this range better. I would love the 20 MA to curl into the $28, $29 price and then take a long from down there. I don't know if it's getting there, but if it does, that'll be a great trade. And I'll still probably step up at the plate if it comes into the $40 to $38 area. We'll have to see how. If this comes straight down, maybe. If it takes its time consolidating, then I'll probably stay away and wait for lower prices on this one. But MU, guys, great, great run right here. Right back down, stretched from the weekly, even stretched on that monthly too. Stretched on the monthly. Target's 34 bucks, guys, if this thing starts to fall apart. So that's the monthly chart, and then the daily, of course, a little more short term. Same thing. Look at that. Nice inside bar, bearish pattern, falls again. Nice inside bar, comes up, tries to break above, never confirms, comes right back in, tries it again, comes right back in. Nice bearish pattern underneath the MAs, setting up for possible lower prices. I think we get one more retrace maybe, and then maybe the next, maybe to the $50 area, maybe to the 52.09 or the 50 MA. Gets above this area though here, guys, 54, then you could probably see higher prices. So right now, not much to do. Volume's pretty light. Good move today because the overall markets were up, but hats off. Let's see if this thing can, grind its way through this and, get back above, let's see. From this low pivot, you got the 382, 50. Yeah, that's going to be a big area around the 54 area in that pivot. So, I mean, we pivot, then we reverse, we're right back down. So there's going to be some bag holders here selling right around the 54 area. So watch for that, guys. But overall, you're going to have to follow the markets, the SPY, the IWM, the Qs. It's all going to be a market trade, guys. Those go up, it will help the matter. But, even on a big, big up day, you had stocks still down like Overstock, Regeneron, what else? STZ or Constellation. There were still stocks red, but I think they had earnings or some news. Any stock that had news, Wix was down, Yum was down, WB was down, Jack in the Box, Expedia, Dollar Tree, Dillard's, CW. There were still some stocks red. ANET. Then there's a lot of green there too, guys. So, all right, so we're going to wrap this one up today. Just keep an eye on MU. Keep an eye on this pattern. If this stays in this lower range, then we could possibly, go to this area, fill this gap. And if it continues going lower, then you're at the 37.60 area down in here. So it could go another 10, but let's see if we can retrace back up. Once we get the retrace, we'll see if we can take out some of these pivots, and then we'll reevaluate this one next week. What was the weekly close again? Yeah, weekly close, they recaptured the 20, so it's still okay. Bullish stance, trying to hold these areas, and, doing an okay job, but look at the volume disappear. Light volume garbage again, guys. If we go into that, most likely the SPY is going to keep rolling. So, nice little tail here. I still think we're coming down before we get the bounce, but I could be wrong. I'd love to see another retrace, and then we'll short again here, guys, on MU. So, all right, guys, thanks again for watching my videos. Don't forget to click down here in the bottom right-hand corner and subscribe. Don't forget to like. And, spread the word, guys. We're doing a lot of good trades out there, teaching a lot of people a little bit about technical analysis, having fun here, making money. What better combination is that, guys? And then enjoying life. So, all right, guys, thanks again for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.